Hello, y'all. Today is Monday, February 6th, 2023 at 9:14 a.m. In the morning. Yeah, so yesterday morning when I arrived here in Cincinnati, I accidentally said in the video that it was 5:20 p.m., but I corrected it in the description box and said it was 5:20 a.m. in the morning. Um One of my shorts videos that I uploaded yesterday, and I try to make a correction, and then like the video had showed like normal, and then the perps hacked in and manually deleted my comments, and so YouTube is back to, and they're still trying to force me to verify my identity, and then when I do, um I end up getting a code, and I put the code in, and then it's said um processing, please wait for like a long time. So they're hindering my monetization on my videos by trying to talk about verify your identity and stuff like that. So they let me through for a while, and then they went back to blocking my videos from getting monetized. So there y'all go with they're stopping me from getting monetization on my videos. They're blocking me from getting monetization on my videos by try to block me by talking about verify it's you. Then I put in my password and try to get the code, and I put it in. I do everything correctly, and it still wants to block me by saying verify it's you. So I can't make any corrections at all, even allowing or blocking comments or whatever. I can't even do anything at all on YouTube Studio. So it was something I was trying to correct on one of the newer videos, and if, like, in the middle of me trying to make a comment to correct what I said, um I tried to comment on my own video, and it said this action is not allowed, and they disabled comments on my own videos. So the perps whose accounts I have blocked, they they're blocking me on my own, censoring my comments and my supporters' comments, and they're blocking me on my own channel, but they let the perps come and say whatever the fuck they want on my channel. So so I mean, they one of the videos from yesterday, they blocked the comments plus deactivated the super thanks. I think that was the video that I did in the middle of the night with the me trying to report the tapping, the tapping noise harassment. That was the video that they did not do the super thanks. And then I was trying to, oh yeah, now I remember, I was trying to tell everybody in that previous shorts video with them tapping, I was trying to say, put in your earbuds and turn the volume all the way up with your earbuds in, so that you can hear the tapping noise harassment. So yesterday they had a perp who switched his username. He had an account for I don't know how long, like for years, and then switched his username and call me a nomadic fat ass or something like that. Talking about me being a nomad and a fat ass and stuff, like, and all kinds of stuff. Fat ass nomadic fat ass ninja or something like that. And so then he doxed the name of the hotel that I'm staying at. So Good thing I caught it instantly and was able to block his account and delete and report the comment. You don't freaking do stuff like I'm a fucking female. So he actually wrote out the name in the comment section of the hotel I'm staying at. So so I mean, what if my life ended up being in danger because what you did? But I mean, these perps do not care. They want me. They want me to be out there and in danger. So narc ass phony Anthony, he's making a huge deal, wanting to troll and show everybody, talking about Candy farted in this video and Candy farted in that video, Candy burped in this video, she burped in that video, she did this. You're doing exactly what the perps do, and then he tried to make it like as if I have mental and behavioral problems that are congenital in nature or something like that, he said. So me farting in videos, that ain't your business. I blocked you. So how are you trolling and abusing me and then talking about me having bad behavior and then saying that God is gonna punish me and that I have a first class bus ticket to hell and that God is gonna punish me when you're doing all this perping, being messy, perping, abusing, and trolling, and then say you don't have time for drama, but you started it. Man, you haven't talked in months, in a long time. I haven't even mentioned you in months, in a long time. Like what he said on Twitter to that Japanese person, he could have just kept quiet and kept that to himself. But you started trouble and then turn around and make it like as if you that you don't want to be in any drama, but you started it. And he said, just like the perps do, oh, Candy likes to waste money and she needs to eat at the dollar menu. And oh, that $25 that she begs people for every day, oh, she could go and eat at the dollar menu and that could stretch her for 3 days. Then he even said, just like the perps, oh, she's greedy and ungrateful. She is greedy and she is ungrateful. I mean, and he's still like hung up and upset and bitter. That if I'm all these bad things, why you kept on calling? I block your number and then you keep calling me from different numbers, trying to force me to talk to you, trying to make me talk to you. And so now I'm all these things bad and stuff. If you weren't mad at me, you wouldn't be saying the stuff you're saying right now. So you just like any other narcissistic abuser with the fake change narrative. And it seemed like he'd been secretly studying everything that the perps say about me. He'd been secretly studying everything that they say just so now he's using everything against me. But if you just turned 38 years old and you're immature enough to be harassing and stalking and bullying and trolling a female, and you're a dude, you're a guy. But you want to talk about my behavior, but you bullying, harassing, and stalking me and following me around everywhere. And so he lied on me and said I smear campaigned him when he smear campaigned me. And then I did a response on my blog and YouTube videos telling the truth about what he did. And so now he's falsely lying and saying I'm slandering and and then he's sitting there threatening me with lawsuits and said good luck with having your checks. He said something about good luck with having your checks garnished and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm poor and I'm freaking homeless. And you seriously, if you have a place to live in a car and, he's acting like an abusive, narcissistic perp. So if you're targeted, you know how it feels. But I mean, as I say, if you're almost as old as me, but you're still younger than me, but if you're that old and you're sitting there trolling people. Real targeted individuals don't troll, stalk, follow, and harass and use other people's traumas, weaknesses, and triggers against them. And you don't dictate how I spend my money or how to you don't get to dictate how I spend my money or how how I survive or what I should eat. Mind your business. I haven't talked to you or dealt with you in a long time. And so he must have saw the perp saying, "Oh, Candy should go eat at the dollar menu." That's narcissistic for you to feel that way. Trying to control where people should live at, trying to control what people should eat. You need to go fry in hell with your master Satan, just like the rest of the perps. God doesn't find favor with you. You're doing exactly what the perps are doing. So if you he's like, "Oh, Candy falsely accused me of being a perp." How many people are you accused of being a perp? You call women a perp who don't want to give into your sexual advances or your sexual demands. And I could tell you're sexually frustrated. I needed to vent that out and get that off my chest about, the stuff he's been saying about me. Hell, if I ate off the dollar menu, I probably would be either dead or have so many doggone cancers right now. And then y'all would say that's my fault too. Y'all, if you're supposed to be against the New World Order and against the Illuminati, you ought to know not to touch McDonald's and Taco Bell and all that. I didn't even want to eat at Dairy Queen yesterday. It ain't about being too prissy or nothing. It's like me trying to as best as I could with the little bit of money I had to try to not be as unhealthy despite my situation. You know how I've been eating for a long time, so you wait till because you're mad at me now. Now you want to say, "Oh, she should be eating at the dollar menu." That's what the perps say. While y'all have a warm bed, see y'all forced me against my will out of the warmer weather. Now, like this morning, it was unbearably cold here, and the electricity went out for a bit, and then it came back on. So I'm forced out here in colder weather, because y'all forced me away from Florida, where it's warmer. And so now I have to deal with the bitter winter cold. And the gang stalking network did this to me at the wrong time. I could see if they forced me out of Florida during the summer. But no, they do it during cold-blooded and abusive enough to do this during the winter. And they do stuff like deny targeted individuals services. Because if we're supposed to be on this terrorist watch list, then, they denied targeted individuals shelter, food stamps, and other services. If they'll try to make like you don't have any rights. So sometimes moving to a different city and state is not even effective. But the only reason why I was forced to move away from Pensacola because of being wrongfully banned from everywhere, just like my hometown, New Orleans. But if I would have had a permanent place to live, then I could live there and stay at home most of the time, and then I wouldn't be having to try to go to this place and that place to try to eat and charge my phone and try to survive. And they don't even, I thought with inflation, I thought they don't even have the dollar menu much anymore. I don't know, because I haven't even eaten at McDonald's, Taco Bell, and all that in a long time. I mean, y'all call people fat and greedy if they eat at McDonald's. I mean, and if I should eat the dollar menu, or she's too prissy to eat the dollar menu, why don't you eat it? Are you eating at the dollar menu, Anthony? I bet you aren't. J Demon Rotten Shit, Jessica Ricketts Holiness. Are you eating at the dollar? I mean, you eat the dollar menu every day? No, she was the first one who told me you should eat the dollar menu at McDonald's. But y'all not eating the dollar menu. Y'all eat what the fuck y'all want. Star Bricker tried to talk about Candy should just live off on lettuce and tuna, or she should go grocery shopping 3 times a day. You don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me how to live. I'm sitting here trying to survive as the best way I can as a homeless, disabled, female, single targeted individual with really no support system. Really nobody. And I gotta do this all by myself, trying to fend for myself. Shucks. I mean, so he's sitting there going down, stalking all my videos. If you're a real target, who got time to be stalking stalking all your videos, unless you're getting paid to perp? So but he's, you know, if he's a grown man still living with his parents, and let his parents control how he eats. I try to ask him, well, why you don't go to the food bank? And I forgot what excuse he had, but he said that he couldn't go to the food banks. So if you're targeted and suffering, how the hell are you gonna make fun of me and point out flaws? Like he tried to talk about that I was born to be so flawed and everything. We all have flaws. What the hell are you talking about? But him being just a childish, petty, immature bully because of being mad, because of being rejected. Because I don't like being controlled, abused, and told what to do, and especially by somebody that's younger than me. And then he tried to do like the perps do and try to lie and say nobody's trying to sex traffic her. You don't know what's going on in my targeting life. That's why I said he been trying to make like he's vocal and outspoken about me, since I think that he accepted the deal from I think he accepted the bribe from the sex trafficker who calls himself Darnell Williams. Because if Anthony has been working with Darnell Williams, just like my former friend David Jane had been working with Alex Dupree. Y'all profess targeting individuals that sell out. People can tell by you doing perp shit. So if you don't want to be accused of being a perp, don't do perp activities, and people won't think you're a perp. That's simple. You don't see me perping you. I'm not perping you or perping anybody. I just exposed what you did to me, in the way you treated me, in the way you lied on me. You calling out Candy Grandpre first, so I can't say Anthony Abate or Abate or however you pronounce your doggone name. So yeah, that's what they do. They smear, campaign, and lie on you, or they come against you and start ganging up and bullying you. And then when you expose them, they want to get mad tomorrow. Oh, she put my name out there. She put my government name out there. Well, you did it to me first. So it seemed like he wants to try to seek never-ending revenge and got some bitterness. You know, so I really don't feel comfortable with the fact that you're supposed to be targeted, but you're stalking, following, and harassing and bullying me on every platform, or just about every platform. I mean, you came from Twitter to YouTube to stalk, follow, and even my blog to stalk, follow, and harass me. You're very controlling and abusive. And that's what scares people away. And so I try to tell him That day he was threatening suicide and threatening to sell out. That was the day that I try to tell him that certain things that he say, get underneath my skin and it's so offensive or it hurts, or that he been trying to be bossy and trying to tell me what to do, and then he lashed out on me. Oh, all I did was such and such good for you. What you mean so he could never be corrected because everything he does is great. But how you gonna talk about somebody being born flawed with so many flaws when we all have flaws? So yeah, I mean, I just felt bothered by all that this morning, especially with them making it like I deserve to be so devalued and punished with being forced to eat at the fast food dollar menu. And then he's sitting there talking about me having mental and behavioral issues when that's a perk thing to do, is attack somebody's mental health, or talking about, oh, she got mental problems or she crazy or whatever. But you don't like the perps calling you crazy, but here you're doing it to me. So this morning I called myself trying to go down to breakfast, and this hotel is run by people Indian from India, or one of those regions, and the man just gave me prejudiced, racist looks, and didn't tell me, the man at the front desk, and he's a different person from yesterday. He gave me this prejudiced, racist, mean looks. I mean, you Indian from India, and your skin color is darker than mine a lot of the times, and or your skin color about the same as mine. So they're damn sure racist against blacks. So he refused to tell me anything at all. Never opened his mouth, and was just giving me these prejudiced, mean looks. And then he opened the door for me like he didn't want to open the door. They had no food for breakfast. And then later on, he put out the food, and all he put out was ding dongs and Twinkies. I don't even eat that. Ugh. So the nasty orange juice, I had like 2 small cups of the nasty orange juice and nothing to eat for breakfast. So yeah, I just my conscience was bothered, and I've been upset about all that stuff that's been said about the lies that been said about me and stuff. So there are multiple people saying that Anthony is an agent, um, and there are quite a few other people who said that gang stalking simulation is an agent too, in which I got my proof of that too. So it's like they're playing both sides, pretending to be both targeted and they're going around perping people. But I'm sitting here still in a struggle and don't have spare time to be perping and stalking anybody. I'm sitting here trying to stay the fuck away from Anthony, in which I've been trying to avoid him and stay the fuck away from him. So if you say you don't like drama, but you always want to challenge and debate everybody, oh yeah, this person refuses to debate me. That's what you'll be like, yeah, this person refuses to debate me. Well, how you always want to debate people, but then you make it like you want to stay out of drama. The same shit you start, and you got you like a textbook narcissist. So what time is it now? 9:38 a.m. in the morning. The temperature is fucking 32 degrees here. It probably would have been up in the 70s in Pensacola right now. So it's too cold for me to even function. I don't know. I feel bad because I wish I would have gone to a different area of Florida, just not Miami. Um, but I'll see. I fucking hate it, you know. But I mean, I wish I could just get established and maybe get a work at home or work from home job or something, or get a decent paying job, and then maybe I can go back and visit Florida or something like that, you know. But the way things are looking, I heard about they had an earthquake or something, and like two earthquakes in Turkey or Syria or something, and with all this going on, and I heard about the Chinese spy balloon, and everybody saying get prepared. And here, I mean, I'm sitting here struggling, you know, struggling to get something to eat and stuff like that, and be trying to stay away from mainstream fast food. Like, I didn't even want to eat at Dairy Queen yesterday. I really didn't. And I didn't want to eat at Wingstop either. I wanted to have some real food, like some rice and vegetables and chicken or something. Or but you can't get rice, vegetables, and chicken for $1. Maybe unless you have your own place and cook it at your own place, but can't really get that for $1. So and then people, like, the harassment and abuse and stuff, it's caused me eating disorders, like eating up like ice cream and dessert and stuff, feeling so depressed and self-medicate with junk food already, you know, because of the unbearable harassment and depression. And I'm sitting here all in this by myself with really no defense. Nobody coming to my defense, or they're too scared to defend me or anything like that, because they would rather defend and defend and work for the enemy, secretly behind my back, sleeping with the enemy. So so tomorrow, as far as I know, I have to be back on the streets, but in much colder weather, and the shelter is not guaranteed, because a lot of the time shelters are full. So what if all the shelters are full and I have nowhere to go in this bitter cold in the fucking 30s? So I'm trying to, say I need any and all the help that I can get, and I'm gonna try to see about call up some places and see what resources they have. I mean, it's gonna take a little minute for me to get established, so whatever y'all can donate, I have it in the description box of almost all my videos, including this one. But in the meantime, I'm trying to see what I can do. It's really scary to have no place to live. And the fact that the gang stalkers bully you and abuse you and run you from out of towns. Run me from my own hometown, New Orleans, and I can't go back. As bad as the crime is, I probably would have been dead by now. And my family didn't give any kind of shit about protecting me. They could have been nice and respectful towards me if they wanted to. But they're abusive, and they don't give a damn if I die.